Okay, I'm going to show you something. This, my dears, was our bedroom. This was a window beside his bed, and that's where his bed was. This just happened to be the side that 2 or 3 slats were missing underneath the house to the attic, right above the room, right here. Neighbor had told us about it after the bad storm. We thought maybe the bad storm had done it, but it didn't. Somebody snuck in through those slats into the attic and radiated my husband to death. Somebody did. That's why he was hurting so bad. And that's why he was hurting worse than normal. And I believe it was the Ukraine that did that. Biden paid the Ukraine to kill the U.S. citizens, especially the ones that had cancer. He didn't want to have to pay all those bills for the cancer patients. He wanted a lot of money all at once. So they had them kill the cancer patients that were husbands. So the widows could get their inheritance put into banks, and then that way they could take the inheritance out of the banks for themselves. That way Biden could have all that money for himself out of the personal accounts. The banks even covered it up. They told mom and dad there was $3,800 in my account. They told me there was only $800. Where'd the $3,000 go? That's what I'm saying. There's a lot wrong with that picture that they should never have done that, but they did. My husband was supposed to have 6 more months, and he didn't have 6 more months because of them doing that. He got worse and worse because of them doing that to him through the attic. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take much. I'm fighting a leg right now that's rotting on me because I'm being radiated to death, and they're allowing it. Nothing they can do. Nothing anyone can do, not even mom and dad. They can't do nothing. They're standing by letting it happen because they can't do anything. What can you do? Seriously. And you know what? I don't really care anymore. I worked my butt off for almost 8 years helping my husband through his cancer. Now, if people are going to go around misjudging me, so be it. Let them. If they're going to kill me, let them. I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit. Excuse my French, but that's true. That's the way I feel. If I had known all this stuff was going to happen to me, I would have saved all my husband's poop and given it to his family and tell him that this is about as much crap as I can tolerate. Serious. I'm very serious. You know, the good people like myself get their hands dirty by changing the poop, the feces, taking them out of that bedside commode so that my husband can go in a clean bedside commode. We don't leave things the way they are. We don't abuse our patients. We don't abuse our husbands. Never did. And far be it for me to even tell them how I feel. I think it's wrong. What they're doing behind my back is worse than what anybody can do. You don't talk about a person. You don't stab them in the back after they've traveled through a journey with their husbands. One of the most painful journeys they could possibly travel because of cancer. You don't do that. And as far as I'm concerned, they don't deserve nothing because they didn't do nothing. Yeah, I spent almost 8 years cleaning up after my husband, helping him the best I could. And I got a bunch of shit for it from his family. I'm not shy about that. It's the truth. They don't like it, they can lump it. It's the truth. And I'll tell you, nobody deserves that kind of treatment. Nobody. I gave up my hip for my husband. I gave up my life for my husband. What more does a person have to do? You tell me. Not only that, I don't deserve what they're trying to do to me. They already inoculated me with the virus. I've been itching like crazy, yes. And I found a way to beat it. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of liquids. Don't eat any yeast, starch, or flour products that will thicken stuff. Because that's what will plug your throat faster than anything else. The burrs are going down my throat, at least. They're not staying there. And that helps because of what I'm doing. I'm staying hydrated, and the liquid is like a lubricant to the burrs and makes them go down so they don't stay in my throat. They don't ouchie that way. I'm learning a lot. I've been able to overcome the virus a little bit. And I'm going to overcome it the rest of the way. And I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to stay alive. I'm not going to let anything take me. My legs rotted, but you know what? It's going to come out of it. God has my legs in His hands. And He will see to it that my leg does better. Keep me in your prayers. I am seeing a doctor here in my room. She comes and gives me a medication I need. So I am on an antibiotic. Hopefully this gets better. That's what I'm hoping for. Take care and God bless. And I'll tell you what, those guys that killed my husband with radiation, I don't need to mention anymore. I think you already know where I'm going with that one. And yeah, it really happened. They wanted all of them gone on 2015 so that Biden could take all that money. $1.8 million to be exact. They wanted all the widows' husbands gone at the same time. Oh, yeah, and the great part is President Trump is taking credit for cancer being at an all-time low. Well, did he do it? I know. I shouldn't be assuming that, right? Makes you wonder. Maybe he ought to rethink his thinking on that one. Because I'll tell you what, ones that passed are the ones that deserve the credit. So you take care. Have a good day. God bless.